What's up, guys? I'm bored. What we gotta do? My son is not fighting his nap. Oh, I'm gonna go this bottle. Alright, what's up, guys? What are we looking at? So NQ is kind of slacking a little bit. ES did break out. We broke out from those May highs. Had a nice little retest of it, continuation up. NQ definitely needs to break this 13,706 for a little upside in NQ, which would be yesterday's highs. Pretty solid. You know, here's our consolidation from yesterday. Pretty solid bounce from it. Looks a lot better on ES. You wanted to pull back to get into any play. Today was the pullback for real, for real. You know, you drop it down to a lower time frame. You know, yesterday we had that kind of triangle on ES right here. We had that push up from last week's highs, consolidate down in this little triangle. Just this nice price balance. Buyers bought in, bought it up to the May highs. Look at this beautiful bounce right here. Right from here. I was at the store when that happened. It looks like we're just going to continue to squeeze higher. I got 43.73, probably my next spot, which is right here. Possibly this kind of low pivot, 43.55, but you know, ES finally broke over its little consolidation area. Still not like the craziest squeeze. You know, we're only up 0.5%. Yesterday we were up not that much. But you know, we're still going. We're still going up. You have your you can't see my watch list, but you know, your memes are going. Bed Bath & Beyond 75%, GameStop 12%, Cost 15%. Fubo went crazy. AMC finally taken off. And I tweeted this. I think this is the downfall. Let the meme stocks go. Everyone's bored. Market's squeezing, nice and slow. But you know, Apple, are still in the short. Got plenty of time on this thing. Got this downtrend. Had a nice bounce. Kind of right where we had our tiny bit of consolidation yesterday. Right up here. Kind of like ES and what ES did. Nice little bounce out. We'll be taking any swings today. I'm holding Amazon Runner. And whatnot, but the main issue, not sure what Europe's going to do overnight. You got 2 a.m., you got UK CPI, and then the Eurozone has their GDP quarter over quarter overnight, and then we have mortgage applications, retail sales, auto, then business inventories at 10. So there is some data that could... Okay. Okay, yeah, donut and 2 donuts. So, you know, I have my Amazon, which basically I have think it'll keep going. Amazon, my main PT, so on Amazon. I mean, this thing, if you guys just charted this up, this thing was a thing of beauty. I mean, I had some, not knocking this guy, but he just asked a good question. Why are you buying at resistance? And you don't buy at the second resistance. You don't buy at the third. You wait for it to tap a bunch of times. It's just basically a hammer attacking this resistance, just beating it down. And that's where your short squeeze is going to go. If you look at ES, where was our short squeezes on ES? You can look back here to these. I think NQ was better. I think NQ was that main short squeeze. Like this area right here. 12, 2, 5, resistance. We kept getting resistance. We broke above, tested, continued up. And then we had this little resistance. You want to see multiple touches of this resistance. That's when you want to get into it. You're Amazon, you're creating beautiful. Oh, we just popped. That's a big pop. You're higher since earnings. Higher low. What did today? Today kept yesterday's low. Higher low, 142, perfect bounce. And then you just saw it push. PT 146.22 would be my first oh snap, be careful area, which is going to be the top of these April highs right here, April 27th, 28th. Then we could definitely go to 148, and then we're up to this consolidation area. But it all depends if this market's going to carry it. Not sure if we have. I've been trying to go bearish for a little bit. But this area right here, we could possibly see a pull back, but then, I might exit it. I'm not sure if I'm going to swing it. Got next week's. If we keep squeezing, NQ finally broke over yesterday's highs. It's wicked it. So let's see if buyers could still push up. But today was, we just been in buy the dip right now. There's no reason not to until we make a lower low. We're just continuing making higher lows. Higher low here, higher low. So, I don't really want to short the top. What I want is a nice sell-off, a push up here, and then another sell-off. We got a sell-off on Thursday, 15th, 14th, right here. But we couldn't, break that low right here. So we just continued up. Yeah, that's why I want a week off, because a couple weeks out on the Amazon, or next week's inside this week's. This week's, we would have been up like probably 200%. But with this rejection, you want to kind of protect your downside. We did reject here. Like I sent someone, I'm like, if we come down here, I'll definitely buy back in this zone. To continue up, keep my stop at 141, 142, and whatnot. My son is fighting to sleep. He's so tired. AMD, pretty nice pullback on AMD, straight into kind of this Thursday sell-off. And then, we had a nice push up here. The main thing is I didn't like it because we didn't break, with these demands, you want to see it break previous structure. I wanted to see kind of it push up, break the structure, then come down, and then go. Google just seems to be Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna give him his bottle again. Well, he's kind of drank all of his bottle, so. Well, like I said, in the pre-market, we're still pushing. Pre-market was definitely watch last week's highs. Yeah, I should have been marking up last week's highs on most charts. You know, we saw that initial weakness today. Apple could have been a good short underneath last week's highs. Pretty good short, but you can tell we came back down into this area, pushed back up. NQ, you know, initial weakness, last week's highs. You know, we did break below. We came down, kind of bounced off where we pushed on the 15th at open. Pretty nice move there. 13729 is what I'm watching on NQ. What is this? But you know, I went through all the charts today. What, Amazon hit? Damn, Amazon beast mode. You know, 1.6. You know, just keep moving your stop loss up. That's the main thing. You know, all these stupid, even Groupon's going. But you know, we saw that initial, yeah, there we boom. Wow. You know, we saw that initial weakness at beginning, and that dip was just bought. I mean, even the flow on Trading Ticks, which I like to always reference, definitely looked super bearish. But man, look at this. These calls just started to pick up. When it was just half this chart, it looked like a monsoon of calls just coming in. Look at that. We're just separating. This is what we've seen. This is the first time I've seen this in a while, where it puts on a 7-day expiration on market, overall market, where those puts have been leading, and it didn't take long for, you know, sellers can't gain any traction. There comes NQ straight up to this is crazy. If this is a bear market rally, this is a crazy rally. I still think there's a market crash coming. Pretty sure yields are still inverted and whatnot. You know, that kind of signals market crash. I think we're still on low volume, just melting up. You know, inflation's down. Amazon's okay. Yeah, if you guys are watching, hit that like button, subscribe. About 75% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I go live every morning. Let's pop up here. Still watch. Meta, super weak off the bat. You know, just like another stock that was super weak. I actually broke this trend line I had going. It missed it. Yeah, Amazon also had news that they passing their fuel and shipping costs onto their shippers. Not on, you know, that's the difference between them and Walmart and Costco has their premium membership. Amazon, you have to pay, and then they pass it on. You know, Target, Walmart, and all these other companies take the hit themselves. Amazon's able to pass it back on. You know, Microsoft, I didn't expect Microsoft. There's that dark pool from yesterday, kind of held it up. Took a loss here, but you know, there's that higher low. Last week's high broke below. Continue up, nice little bounce of it. Nvidia semis were super weak off the bat. Definitely gonna watch this going forward. We did create a new low. We still aren't at yesterday's highs. The Nvidia, I have kind of a downtrend. You know, we're in this overall big bear flag. I'm gonna have this downtrend, one tap. We have two tap, and I want to see what's gonna happen here. But overall, you know, a little bit choppy. Was able to hold on the bigger time frames. Was able to hold last week's highs. No, right here, last week high broke above. You know, kind of a test and continuation up. Tesla, I don't know. Tesla's just faked the breakout from yesterday's highs, sold off pretty well. This dark pool yesterday, I think, came in this consolidation. Kind of bounced the low. I still think it's a sell. You can tell, nice hold of yesterday's highs. Still waiting for Tesla to get to 1,000. Sorry, I have a cough, so I'm gonna constantly keep muting so I don't have to cough in the microphone. We saw VIX isn't really going down. VIX has, you know, been hovering around that 20 area. Actually, past 10 minutes, we kind of popped up. So who knows what's going on with VIX? I wish Ethereum would short squeeze. That'd be awesome. Oil finally broke under that 87 area. We had a nice test here. Broke below 87 area. This is definitely going to help inflation. Tesla really going to split today. I thought Tesla's split was, according to here, the 25th. Three to one, which is gonna be awesome. I mean, we could get premiums. Like if you do Tesla calls and puts on a Monday, it sucks. Like it's super expensive. Our bank's still going. It was just weird. You know, the memes were going. Banks, this thing. I mean, definitely keep this on watch. XLF gaining some nice strength. Got this downtrend from all-time highs. I think Cree was doing pretty good. Kind of same thing. Definitely look it up on like their website or their you know, they have their information somewhere. But we also had like, you know, these stocks that have just been clobbered. Not Colgate. Not AL. Not AA. Man, why am I not? Cruises. What the frick is cruises? Let's just go to jets for airplanes. Jets, you know, making a decent push. Look at this downtrend from this, you know, from March highs from last year. I mean, if this breaks, you see some nice upside. You know, just these crazy beaten down stocks. Upstart, you know, this thing has just been destroyed. Up 12% today. I mean, it goes up every so often and then just drops. Snap, you know, Snap's been destroyed. This is a decent, huge gap fill. It's kind of filling in. Amazon, let's see if this is gonna be a retest. hit a button. What? I accidentally sold my long position and reversed it to a sell by accident. Okay, that's weird. Was it PG? No, I'm thinking of like Carnival Cruise on CCL. CCL. Like, you know, cruise lines. Look at this. Decent push up. American Airlines. Yeah, that was the other one. American Airlines, pretty strong. Boeing was pretty strong. You know, these stocks that, you know, they've just been beaten down are just strong. And then, you have Microsoft up 0.14%. You know, Nvidia up 0.31%. You know, these other stocks aren't really doing much. We're still pushing. But overall, I mean, that's what we needed. We needed like a little. We're not having. I mean, we had our consolidation day here. Push up. Let's see where we're at. Let's go to SPX. XPX, I like to kind of chart these random from all-time highs to recent lows. You know, we finally broke above this little triple top. Definitely am watching this 0.618, which seems to be a nice support here as a fib level. You know, 43.67. But also, I think the market's just waiting on for some bad news for it to just sell off. Apple's getting close. This is just a beast. Apple green, Amazon way green. Amazon is way green. That's the only other. Man, this cough is horrible. But Amazon's like basically one of my main stocks that are way green. All the other ones are, you know, not really crazy just because you got that weakness. You know, that's why I was doing a live trading today for Discord, and like I mentioned it, but you know, I was like, you know, if you don't like what you see in the morning, you just start charting. You know, go to your, you know, your higher time frames. And just start looking at where you have these strong sell-offs and where you have these strong buy-ins, and start trying to figure out where the reversal is going to happen. You know, we kind of had one, which I didn't have, you know, with this sell-off right here, super strong sell-off. You know, that's where I kind of got bit yesterday by getting AMD calls. You know, I didn't really realize that one. So I'm sorry, but you can tell we had a nice, decent push up here. It's going to take just to see where consolidation is. We have dropped, and we pushed that nice pivot. We were able to hold a pivot, you know, held a new high, and it just went up from there. You know, Apple was pretty easy kind of yesterday's. You know, go through your charts. You don't see anything. Just wait for that midday. You have this nice push at open, chop, nice push. We're gonna come back down. Chances are, grab a call here. Keep your stop loss just below that, because you know the trend is up. We are making higher lows. That's the main thing. You want those pullbacks into demands. You want that. I may exit Amazon. I think we're gonna go ahead and exit it and decide later. Because for me, this is not the time to go completely bullish. Like, your time to go completely bullish was like 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago. That's when you should actually been like, oh, I'm going straight bull. Let me get let me grab those. Oh, those. Oh, did the wrong thing. Let me grab those far out calls and hold on to those spy calls and all that. It was a buy the dip until 4,300, and we hit 4,300. So now we have to start being a little careful. Like I said, like what I like to show on Shopify is like, like, where's your time to buy calls on Shopify? In this pattern, your time to buy calls, your best risk to reward to buy calls is down here underneath 32. Look at all these bounces. Like, if you're buying calls up here, your risk to reward is not that good. Like, I want it to fall. I would love a fall back down here. And then, I'd load up long calls or maybe shares down here. That's why I love playing the pullback, not the breakout. Nice 50%. Wish I would have went weeklies on there, but Amazon premiums do move.
Cleveland's trash. Oh God.
In the kitchen.
It's all gone.
Oh yeah. You put it in your bedroom.
Okay. Is it new? New?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
We are starting. That key level NQ we couldn't hold. The main thing I really, here's our.
I need that one.
The diaper is in the. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi. Nothing.
Well, you talk to them. They don't talk to you.
Don't way talk to me. No way.
No. All right, back. So yes, there's look at this overnight. Overall, if we pull back to that overnight consolidation. I already tapped that one, so I want to see this one. But also look at all this price imbalance we're leaving. So eventually this has to be filled back in. This has to be filled back in. Just like they're filling in right here. If we have a big buy in, usually big sell off, we usually have a big buyback. Yeah, he's 4. He's crazy. Yeah, he's still in diapers too. It's so bad. We're doing that tomorrow. My wife waited 35 years to have him, so she's like kind of a big sucker for him. So kind of hard. When he cries, he gets his way. So I respect it. She waited a long time to have a kid. It's kind of things to keep on watching the video. AMD's still weak. Weaker than normal. Meta. I went over this pre-market. We're still in this chop since our nice push up on the 10th. We're still in this chop. Definitely want to keep I did upside down. Watch the fib of this. See we come down to that 0.5. Puts on SPY. I'm not I mean, you can make money, but for me, made 3 good trades, good futures trades, and you can make money. Keep your stop loss new high a day. Pretty simple trade. Let's go to SPY. SPY, look, I mean, this is a horrible downtrend. This freaking dark pool, real-time dark pool. If you guys don't have real-time dark pool, you don't have to have flow. You just, I use TweetDeck, which lines up, certain categories. So I have my flow here, and it pops up. SPY seeing $600+ million dark pool at around level 427. So watch 427. That can be a strong support. They do pop up. QQQ, 166 million at 332. So you go to your chart. Just go to your chart. QQQ. Dark pool. TweetDeck. 3032 for 166. Now let's put the dates. 166. Because it always helps out. And that came in at 1251. So you pop up your chart, see it came in right here on the last bit of that pullback. That if you saw that 1251. So they got it basically right here. They're up 2.4 points, $2.4. You might say end of day beast mode sell off. I don't know. I'm not really. I'm not gonna try to overtrade. That's my thing. Yesterday I took 2 losses pretty quick. Walk away. Today I have 3 wins. Definitely not complaining. I don't want to risk it unless something pops up. We're just watch what we're doing. Is this dip gonna be bought back in? Was market summary still going up? So it's just a trend day up. So let's see if this dip gets bought. I kind of have a 1 hour possibly pull back to here. If we do pull back into this area, definitely possibly they continue up. Or going forward, we could definitely pull back into this huge 15th kind of end of day yesterday to overnight big consolidation area here. So I would kind of look like that. So that's the thing to watch. Trend days are one of my hardest things because the people who FOMO into something are the ones that profit, and for me it's hard to FOMO because I just feel like I'm always buying at the top. But definitely watch how this candle is going to close. 30-minute was all right. Hours, we still got a half hour on that hour candle, so. Amazon has that nice PT right there. So if Amazon does pull back to where we did break out at this 144, 145 area, we could definitely see a breakout and a retest and continuation. So there might be good risk to reward to kind of grab here, kind of keep your stop loss at 141. Definitely want to see some pullbacks into, there's that. Can't see on 2 hour. 90 minutes should be here. Possibly a pullback into this area. Or a consolidation, then we had it finally, our buyers come in. Kind of tell you there's, a consolidation. Finally buyers came in, or we could come back down to here. But no, I'm basically just charting. I was just bored. A lot of Discords really aren't doing anything right now in VC. I don't think a lot of people are on. So I was like, let me hop on here. Yeah, my buddy said, you don't need to chart to make money right now. Just go long. These days are the worst, which it is. My trading style is I love, for the longest time, we were just having that back and forth days, those huge intraday swings, and those were the best. I love those. But now it just seems to continue up. Let's see if Google definitely watch it hold 120. Let me pop my tweet deck somewhere else. I like to watch the news. SPY has officially touched a 200-day SMA, which was 431.57. But we are having a pretty decent sell-off right here. NQ's about to go red. Oh man, oil's at 86. Yeah, oil's at 86. So yes, we're breaking below the 0.5. Let's switch this up to Z50. But yeah, overall, pretty decent sell-off. I went short just to joining in all the reindeer games right now. So you're breaking below 0.5, 0.6 swing. So let's see if we can get a bounce. Kind of right here, 43.12. Definitely 4,300 needs to be held. I mean, if they want to hold this rally, they should be able to hold 4,300. Took them a while to get 4303, which was May highs. That's where our high was yesterday. We finally broke above. Nice retest of it. Like, you guys could have made money here. For me, it's not really like high probable trade. See, we touched. Let's see what's gonna happen. Fubo has Investors Day. That's why. Still nothing really on. Not really much being sold. This is 1 month ago. Harnett called the melt up to the dot. Last night he said sell above 43.28, intraday high 43.27.5. It's pretty interesting. Don't know who Harnett is. Bank of America's chief investment strategist. So he went. So look, we're keeping that pivot right here. So we break this pivot, we're gonna break structure. We'd like a pullback up to here, continuation down. Still got time in this candle though. NQ. So that was that level 13.729 was that, you can tell that resistance here or support here. Gotta had a lot of support and resistance back here in that level. Support, resistance, broke above, support, became resistance, so looks like we became resistance again. So ES did create a lower high, a lower low. Man, that seems like a news related sell off. Natural gas closes at highest level in 14 years. Biden's inflation bill. You get 7,500 electric vehicle tax credit. Ford raised the price of electric vehicles by 8,500. Yeah, that's good. Kiki is red. I mean, it seemed like a strong day, didn't it? They buyers just got exhausted. Man, this is a sell. I don't like strat people. Sorry. No offense to anyone who trades the strat. I don't hate them. I just don't. They always take credit. Some 2-1-2 off the 15-minute. That's why we're selling off. No, that's not why we're selling off. We're just selling off. I feel like any way this could have ended up, they're going to take credit on, but enough dissing strat people. Because I trade the same, you know, price action. There we are. Are we going to hold May highs? That's the main thing. Had a nice 4,300 test, 4,303. Let's see if we're going to hold that, continue up. Amazon. There's Amazon back to its breakout area. I'm personally not going to reload, but a decent, there's that demand bounce. There's just a little too much. That was a little too big of a sell-off. Yeah, Amazon, we'd be red in Amazon if we held. And everything took a collapse. Remember, we're just melting up on low volume. We're melting up on low volume. You know, go to SPY, look at our volume on the daily. Look at this. Volume's just getting lower and lower and lower. A little tidbit for the future, guys. Market makers get in on their long positions on a red day, okay? So if you have a high volume red day, SPY, kind of start to go long. I like to call it stopping volume. You know, we have this huge strong sell-off. We have that stopping volume, and look, we had a little decent push up. Another big red stopping volume here. Look at that push up. SPY actually I gotta line that up right. But downtrend, look at that downtrend, rejected. Boom. Just go ahead and might as well erase this all this crap. But look at SPY. SPY has some pretty bad. This is not the best run up. You like to see run ups, kind of pullbacks, run up, pullbacks. You kind of want to rebalance, kind of a balanced run up. You can tell we have a gap here. Nice strong push up. Not that big of a pullback. And then we have another gap here. So there's NQ bounced off last week's high. Well, if you guys appreciate this, I might do this more often. We got a pretty good amount of viewers in here. Usually I just jump around different Discords and show my face around. Oh man, whoever said Puss on Spy Warren, good stuff. If you got into it, hopefully you got into it. But for me, it's hard because we've just been in buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. So, you know, you see a sell off like that, you're like, man, they're going to gobble this dip up, kind of like what they did today. Sweet. You printed. Good stuff. I mean, I'm short in futures, so I mean, I'm making pretty good money too. So, just not options. So 4287.5 was market open. There's puts starting to get loaded, calls. People are starting to take their position, exit their calls. I'd love to see it stay down. VIX above 20. It's all I recently said, like, VIX popped up for some weird reason when we were going up. 1420. When did ES start selling off? 1420. kind of just filled the gap and then popped. See, this is the Head and Shoulders. People grabbing XPX calls. Okay. Sweet, Ron. Yeah, that's why I like going that pre-market. You know, I don't alert every play, obviously. You know, that'd be absolutely crazy. But it's always nice to get the ideas. Let's see, that 5-minute ended inside. I don't play VWAP as like that. If you want to go long, it wouldn't be bad to go long. I see a lot of analysts do going long here. You know, I'm looking for a possible pullback up to this area where we did have that sell off. You know, that's my next short area. They see come down. We 5 minutes. You know, looking, we're bouncing out of my demand zone. We held, you know, NQ held last week's high. But I like using VWAP as a PT level. You can see you probably have an initial rejection here. But there's that 5-minute inside, and then we're gonna have to the upside. You know, there's the strat, even though I called out the strat people. But for me, what I'm watching is where that sell-off began to see if we do recover back up there and continue to have more selling off. That's the play I look for. But I am long on futures, and I'm up $300 on both accounts, so up 600. Go ahead and exit. I'm also looking at 5-minute, nice doji. 15-minute candle. We still have a minute to close. You know, this is starting to look a little bullish candle, even though we have, you know, that decent sell-off candle. So, you know, I'm waiting to see if we can get back up to here. Continuation down. Thirty seconds for this candle close. Back above 4,300. But definitely a very interesting sell. Let's see what the calls are starting to even out, starting to head up. But personally, for me, I don't want to go long because that's just too strong of a sell-off. That was just like, you know, if you're in a long, your mouth is just dropping, being like, should I sell? Should I sell? You know, if you don't have that good. You know, if you don't have that good, that good something. I forget the word. But appreciate you guys. I'm gonna hop off, gonna go lay in bed. My son's sleeping. So when you have a 8-month-old son that's napping, you try to lay down and rest. I'm not gonna take any more trades. I'm up good. Good 1,300 on futures, and options were pretty good today. Appreciate you guys. Definitely gonna do this more often. Had a good turnout. Try to catch some late night trades, late day trades. Definitely going live middle of the day. Just random. Just gonna do some random stuff. Let's just do some random stuff. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great rest of your night. I might do a video tonight. I love this new mic. Makes me sound so beautiful. I know you guys love, especially if I get in really close. I know you guys love my voice. Yeah. Yeah, just go random with stuff. But look at that. Tesla. Where did we sell off on Tesla on 15 minute? Look at this. Basically, boom, there's that tap again. But y'all have a great rest of your night. Might do a video tonight, might not. And be back on 8 a.m. pre-market live, guys. Appreciate it.